Hello guys, it's your boy Don's Graphics. Welcome back to our design studios. Today we are going to look at how you can design a church program flyer on your Pixellab application. Most of our subscribers out there have recently been asking of this particular tutorial. Not just that, we're also going to show you how you can add some photo room kind of light effects to make the church flyer really stand out so nice. But if you are joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our tutorials. We share regular design tips and tutorials here every day. Alright, that said, let's dive into the video. Okay guys, let's move on. Now this is your Pixellab application, and as usual I'm going to delete this default text, and the size we are using is a normal default size. Okay, this is just a square size. I don't want to do much on the size setting for the design. I've done a lot of tutorials on how you can set your design size. If you still finding difficulties, check back on the previous videos. Okay, so let's dive into this one right now, and the first thing I'm going to do here is to change the background. Right, I'm going to change this background into something much more better. So I'm going to give it this a sky background, but then we're going to use a 1:1 aspect ratio. Just click on this here top, your bottom left corner, you'll see 1:1 aspect, then pull this to the uppermost part of the background and you click on the check mark. Click on the check mark right down here to proceed. So we have our square size for the design, but I'm not still satisfied, and I'm going to bring in another element. All right, let me just bring in the element and I'll explain why we're using it. So carefully crop this element and bring it into the design. As you can see, it's here another sky kind of background, but this time having some dove effects and some other bright light effects. Why are we using this particular element on our background is because according to the prescription of the client, the theme of the church program is supernatural grace, and if you know too well, God's grace manifests most often in this kind of effects, on light effects, on dove effects, actually mostly things of the higher heavens. So that is why we're using this particular light effect here to give the background some connection with the theme. This is the purpose of graphic design. If you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and to like this particular tutorial so you can help the channel to grow. Thank you guys so much. But then let's proceed, and we're going to leave this image highlighted as you can see. Then we click on opacity to reduce the light effect there somehow. So we're going to step down the light effect to just about 70. Then we click on the check mark to continue. After doing that, go to your layer and lock this up completely. Now after locking it up, we set to start with other things, and the first thing we're going to do here is to put the church logo. So we're going to import the church logo, and right here with me I have the church logo already mapped out. So the name of this church is Redemption Life Bible Church. It's a holy church, so we're going to bring it into the design. This is just for the purpose of this tutorial. If this is your church, wow, then you are so lucky we're using your church. So this is Redemption Life Bible Church. It's the church hosting this particular Sunday program. So we're going to centralize it using relative position. Then we go to layer and lock it up as well. After doing that, we're going to bring in now the theme of the program by clicking on this letter A, which is your text. Then we click on text to add a new text. Double tap to start writing. So the first thing is supernatural. So after writing supernatural, we're going to bring it also down here. Then you go to your font area, and the font we are using is called the Hevitas font. Don't worry, I will still leave the link to get all of these fonts on the video description. Now change the color of it to pure red, and after changing it to pure red, click on relative position and make sure that it's also on the middle. After doing this, copy this supernatural, double tap, delete it and write grace. then we put it in capital letters as well, but then we're going to increase the size of this considerably, and we change the color to something different. I think black is okay here. Perfect. After achieving this, we're going to use lateral position as well to make sure it's on the middle of our design. So the next thing that we love to do is to bring in the image of the prophetess. So this program is brought to you by Redemption Church Prophetess. So that is exactly why I'm going to bring in the image of the prophetess. Alright, just hold on for a while. Let me check it. Perfect. So this is the image, but I'm going to crop this so nicely, just to a few centimeters to her downer sides. Then I click on the check mark, and if you can see very well, you can notice that the downer edges of this image is too sharp, so we're going to blend it with the background. How do we do that? First of all, click on the zoom button right here to zoom into the image. So let's zoom in, and you click back on the zoom button, then you can see what I was talking about. It's so sharp. This is not just professional. So we're going to click back on the image, and you go to your eraser tool, increase the size of the eraser and the blurriness completely, then increase the length of your eraser as well, and start erasing from below here. So we're going to erase this carefully. And after erasing it, so we're going to click on the check mark right here to OK our action. And as you can see now, it's so blended with the background. Now click back on the zoom button and zoom out. Okay, now click back on the zoom button, and as you can see, we have our image already blended. Then we're going to reduce the size of the image and position it somewhere down here. So after positioning it here like this, we're going to go to the shape area, click on shapes, and choose a circle, give it a gradient color. So this is the gradient color. I will give you the link, the color code for this great kind of gradient. Let me just click on the plus button, and for this orange, it's an orange yellow gradient. So let's click on the orange and click here to check the color codes. Be patient, guys. So for orange, the color code here is C. It's FC4A1A, and you click OK. And let's check the color code for orange as well by clicking here and here. For yellow, sorry, you can see that the color code is FC4A1A. So we click OK. Alright, sorry, this is still for the orange. Let's take on the yellow, sorry. So for yellow, it's F7B733. Okay, so I'm mentioning this code so you can get the same kind of result if you want to replicate this particular design. So I'm going to bring this this shape here. Then after bringing it, I'm going to click on the check mark, then send this to back. I hope you can see that impact. And let's push this up. Okay, now go back to shapes, click on circle, reduce the opacity completely, and give it a stroke. Let's just adjust. Let's do some adjustments. So nicely position the shape like this. So the stroke width of 10 is okay. A stroke width of 10 is okay. And let's give the stroke an orange color. It's fine. Then go to blur radius and blur the radius to about 10, and you click on the check mark. Now we're going to select to back as well to send this to the back of the image. But don't go yet. Go to your max tool. This is your max tool right here. Click on the max tool, and once you click on the max tool, just enable it and you click on the check mark, and as you can see, we have everything well in place and moving on so nicely. So the next thing that we're going to do is to bring in some write-ups by clicking on the letter A. Right, so we're going to write with the name of the prophet first of all. So we're going to write with, but then let's change this color to pure black. And after changing it to black, we're going to use a kind of nice script font here called the Jacqueline font. I will still leave the name of the font in the video description. Please, as you follow the tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to like this particular tutorial so YouTube can push it to a wider audience. That's just how you help the channel to grow. Thank you so much as you do so. So we're going to increase the right paddling a bit. After increasing the right paddling, go to color and give it a pure black color. Then try to move it up a bit and position it like so. So the name of the prophetess, we're going to write it prophetess. So it's Prophetess Ruth Ojarike. Awesome. So this is the name. We're going to still change the color to black. After changing the color to black, let's go to font, and I want to use Montserrat semi-bold for the name. And I'm going to reduce the size and compress it into just 2 lines. Perfect. So it's with Prophetess Ruth Ojarike. So you can actually make sure that the name is just 2 lines. Now we're going to bring in some other write-ups that can fill this other portion of our design. As you can see, it's so blank, not good enough. So let's bring in other write-ups. So what we're going to do now is to go to new text and write this quotation from 2nd Chronicles Chronicles 30 verse 9, which says, for the Lord. I just hope I get this quotation so well. I'm not good at quoting, but this Chronicles 30 verse 9, that's actually Chronicles 2, says, for the Lord your God is gracious and compassionate. So this is just a quotation, and we're going to change the color to black. And after changing the color to black, we're going to reduce the size and go to our font area. We use this regular font that we always use. It's called the Roxford Sans Light font. So we're going to reduce the size of this and make this to be just 3 lines. So for the Lord your God is gracious and compassionate. That's according to 2nd Chronicles. Now let's copy this same text, double tap to write. The program comes up on this Sunday. So it's this Sunday. We're going to copy this Sunday again. Let's align it properly. So it's this Sunday. Let's double tap the other copy this Sunday. And the date, what's the date? 17th September 2023. The 17th of September 2023. All right, let's put this also in capital letters. And after putting it in capital letters, what we're going to do is to go to our shape area and select a square shape. Position it here so nicely and minimize it this way, and change the color to red. So we're making sure the color is red, and after giving it that red color, let's copy this text. Let's first of all try to send it up a bit. Then we copy the text, double tap to write the time, which is 9 a.m. And then we're going to change the color. Alright, before changing the color, let's bring the text right down here on top of the shape. Let's bring it right here. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like the tutorial, drop your comments. What do you think? And let's change the color to white to make it visible enough. Remember, the principle of color, one of the very important principles of color is don't use a dark color on a dark surface, rather use a light color on a dark surface. Very important. So that's why we went for white on that very position. So where is this program happening? Right, let's bring in the venue. So we're going to copy this text. We're repeating the same font. So it's happening at the church auditorium. Oh my god, I'm getting auditoriums wrongly spelled. So it's auditorium, and at Redemption Life. Redemption Life Bible Church headquarters Onitsha. So this is exactly where the program is happening, at the church auditorium, Redemption Life headquarters, Redemption Life Bible Church headquarters in Onitsha. So we are good to go, and we just bring this one here. Okay, for the purpose of alignment, let's change this text all to small letters. Right, let's make it small letters in small caps. So let's put this in small letters, and also this. Okay, sometimes you do these things before really discovering how they ought to be. Okay, perfect. I think this is fine now. So we can position this now so closely. Then we bring this as well here. Okay, good. Now let's go to our layer button and select the square shape and a time, the red square shape and a time, and mesh them up together. So after meshing them up, we're going to reduce the size a little. And after reducing the size, just make sure to bring it closer to this information, so because they are related. Good. Now after achieving this, what we're going to do next is to see, go back to the shape area, click on shapes, and we just want to bring in a kind of symbolic small red line here. I don't know why, but I just feel this is fine. And we give it a red color, pull it a little bit up. Perfect. So this is a complete 9 steps on how you can design this Super Grace church program flyer for Redemption Life Church Bible, or the Redemption Life Bible Church on your Pixellab application. Up next, I'll be taking you now to my Photoshop PSCC Touch application, which is actually on my smartphone. to show you how we can add some light effects on some parts of the flyer. Don't go away, stay with me as I'm going to first of all save the work. Alright, we're going to save our work before proceeding to the PSCC Touch application. I've always been doing this tutorial on how to add Photoshop kind of light effects on your flyer design, some nice light effects. So this is just one of those kind of tutorials and you won't love to miss out. But then subscribe to the channel, like the tutorial, keep following us as we proceed to the next phase of the design. So the work is now saved. Let's go to our PSCC Touch application. So this is it here, and what I'm going to do is to click on the add button. So I'm going to add from photo gallery, then I go through my phone to check for the Pixellab folder. On my Pixellab folder, these are some of my Pixellab designs. Let me just check through. Let me check through. Okay, good. So this is the design. I'm going to add it up, and right here we have it. All right, so after adding the design, the next thing that you want to do is to still come back and click on this plus button right down, then add another photo layer, go to your photo library. But now I'm going to go to the folder where the light effect is found. So I downloaded the light effect from Pinterest. That's why I'm going to click on pins, and this is the light effect. I'm going to click on add, and I have the light effect here. Once I achieve this, I'm going to click on the check mark down here, then I click on this FX button. Click on the FX button, then click on this blur here and increase the blurriness to about 60 or so. Then click on your check mark. After I clicking on the check mark, what you're going to do is to click on the layer panel here, then you click on this all right, click on this. After clicking on it, click on blend mode, and we're going to choose screen. And after choosing screen, click back on the layer panel, then you're going to click now on this other button right there, and then you click on transform so that we can be able to play around with the light effect. Can you see now? So we're just going to position the light effect. Let's first of all reduce the size a bit. We don't want it to be too exaggerated, so we're going to place it here. Okay, let's just try to move it. Let me click back on transform and move it a little bit upwards. So good. Now we can click on the check mark and our work is ready to be saved. All we're going to do now is to click on done, then you click on save, and after saving it, we're going to export it to our gallery. So we're going to click here, and we're going to click on save to gallery, then you click on the work and you select on PNG and it's saved to your gallery. Alright, so let's go check on our gallery to see if we have the work. Alright, so this is the work. As you can see, some nice Photoshop kind of effects added with our image well blended and everything clearly spelled out. Thank you guys so much for watching today's tutorial, and as you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to give a like, a thumbs up to this particular tutorial. We hope to be seeing you more frequent with other interesting tutorials. But hey, you can drop your comment on what you would love us to design on next time, what you love our next project to look like. Alright, so we hope to be hearing from you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the tutorial, to share it out, and thank you guys so much. We'll meet next time again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We love you all. Stay blessed.